Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about failure and how to overcome it. This has been a biggie in my life. I've really struggled with this in the last couple of years, but I've learned how to overcome it for the most part. Of course, when I initially fail, there is a little bit of a time period where I need to digest things, but I have gotten so much better about getting over it almost within a day, which is pretty good considering that most people drag on their depression from failure for days, sometimes weeks. So, as I've kind of learned the process of how I react and how I get through these things, I've gotten better and better about just kind of implementing different strategies to get through this. First of all, I want you to know I've failed so many times in life, whether it be by marriage, whether it be by mothering, like so being a parent. I've failed at being a daughter. I've failed at my job. Most recently, I have really felt that failure in my career path, and so I totally get feeling that. But what to do with it is something totally different. You have to begin to see your failures as learning curves. I've failed so many times, and it is through my failures that has made me who I am today. I would not be here standing before you as I am without going through some of the failures that I have in life. They've made me stronger, they've made me tougher, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, I don't want to hear this. I remember somebody pouring into me at one point in time and saying the same thing, and I'm just like, but you don't understand. But my life's different. But this and that and this and that. And I just made up so many excuses. But the truth is that failure was just a stepping stone in my life. And all of my failures have been. Each one has grown me leaps and bounds in life. After going through my divorce, I grew so much. I was so depressed for months. I was in a mental state of just deteriorating my mind, my heart, and my soul. I had felt like I had lost all self-worth. I had felt like a huge failure. And that I didn't have anything left. That's what I felt like. But the truth of the matter is that I did have a lot left. But I did have a lot to learn as well. So, you use your failures as learning curves. Another thing is don't allow your failures to define you. This was so hard for me. I thought because I wasn't able to achieve certain things that meant that that's what I was, or I just wasn't capable. But that wasn't the case at all. Instead, I choose to take those same failures and those same things that I just struggle with, and I use it as fuel to go on to maybe the same thing or something else. So, for instance, I failed at marriage. That was one of the things that I really struggled with my previous husband. I failed. However, after my divorce and after going through the failure process and grieving and actually going through some counseling and stuff, I started developing more and more self-worth. I started to see that it wasn't the end of my life and that things could get so much better. So I want to give you guys, whoever's out there, whoever's dealing with failure, I want to give you a PDF. This is what helped me get through failure. And by no means am I a counselor, a psychologist, or even a professional advisor when it comes to your mental health. But I can say this, that I've been there and I've done it, and I'm coming to you with real advice from real experience. And this is what helped me. I actually had a PDF that was taped to the front of my door. Now, you can print it out, it's in the link below, and you can put it wherever you most often visit within your home. So whether it be your bathroom mirror, your front door, whatever it is, you'll want to print it out and stick it there. These are little messages that you need to read outside, like out loud to yourself every single day. Every time you go to that mirror, every time you go to that door, read these out loud. Because what can happen is with failure, we tend to repeat over and over and over in our heads what we've already failed at, right? And so that can actually lead us down into depression. We want to stop that. And part of that is training your mind to believe that you are something better and that you can still do the things that you failed at. Or maybe it's something else or it's different. But to keep going, because the only people who succeed in life are the people who keep going. So I hope this video was encouraging and that it helped you throughout your day. Maybe you were failing at something, maybe you were feeling crappy. I hope this helped inspire you to get through your day, to keep pushing on, and don't forget to print out that PDF. Until next time, bye.